Howdy, howdy, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, The Stone Mandalorian. You can call me The Stone Mando or Cody, whichever you prefer. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to hang out with me today while I yap about this action figure. And today, as you can see, I'm taking a look at the Marvel Legends. This is Wolverine from Wolverine and Deadpool, the movie that came out last year, 2024. Said in my Deadpool review, absolutely loved that movie so very much. Me and my wife it was super entertaining. I was laughing the whole time, man. And this Deadpool figure, I just did a review on this, so go check it out when you can. I'd really appreciate it. Fantastic figure. So it's at the precedent high for this Wolverine figure, so I'm super excited to get into this thing and open it up. Wolverine is a fan favorite amongst many, myself included. Probably in my top five favorite Marvel characters in general, and X-Men is always my bread and butter out of Marvel. Spider-Man and X-Men, those are kind of like my two things when it comes to Marvel, but one thing that I want to just point out is this Hugh Jackman face sculpt is fucking phenomenal, man. I am so impressed. Marvel Legends was the first line, I believe, to introduce photoreal into their action figures, and it is just that technology alone has absolutely changed the way that, specifically me, that I collect action figures. I don't know if I would collect human characters if it wasn't for the photoreal update that this photoreal technology that they've been implementing on their figures. It's just it looks phenomenal, man. It's continuing to improve and improve over time. But let me quit yapping my gums. Let's bust this thing open. And once again, like my Deadpool review, look at this beautiful, fantastic masterpiece work of art right here. I mean, this is phenomenal. Whoever did this at Marvel Legends, whoever did the marketing for this, needs a raise. This is beautiful. That's Logan right out the box, standing up. I didn't even like pose him or anything. I literally took him out the box and set him down. But first off, look at this masterpiece here, man. This is really incredible. I mean, I'm just blown away by that. Some people might not think it's hot, but to me, this is one of the greatest Hugh Jackman likenesses I've ever seen. And the hair looks really good too, as well. Lots of intricate sculpting here. Looks just like his hair, how he had it in the movie, like it should. But man, that is look at the eyes, man. That is crazy. That is so cool. This just and doing on camera, man, it just really does it no justice. Like y'all just don't understand. You need to look at this thing in person to really get all the extra. God, this is incredible, man. Camera really just. I'm looking at it like on camera and then looking at it in person, and you're missing so many like of the wrinkles, like slight, like little what's the word, like deviations, like like the forehead brow, like the forehead lines. What am I trying to say, Cody? Damn it, spit it out. Like, I'm just blown away. Camera does us no justice at all. But as always, continuing on with the accessories like we always do. Got and kind of like an open gesture hand. Nice texture on it, really clean paint, silver and yellow, blue. Really nice. Blue plastic, of course. Again, here's another fist. Beautiful silver. Really beautiful silver on here. Very clean yellow. Good texturing. And then now getting on to the meat and potatoes. The figure itself. Logan. And it does come with the claws on. These are kind of a thicker claw, kind of like what comes on the Astonishing Wolverine. I do like this style a lot. It looks really good. Not like the toothpick version that comes on the X-Men 97 version, but really good looking figure. And I'm not a huge fan of how the cowl looks in the movie, to be honest. The live action interpretation is not bad, but that being said, most of the movie he is like without the mask, so I'm probably gonna this is probably going to be the one Wolverine that I have without a mask, to be honest with you, because all my other Wolverines that I have are masked with the cowl. But overall, man, this is a really good looking figure. The blue and the blues and the yellows are like super saturated. Looks really good, just like the movie. Again, the paint is super clean, covered in texture and beautiful, insane sculpt here. This is so awesome. But let's just start off and get a rundown of articulation. So we'll start from the head down. He get that much up. He can't really look down that much, but he can look up a fair amount. Get a decent amount of side by side. That's pretty cool. Get some expression. Would have been cool to get like a snarling face, but it's whatever. The elbows do get not a full T, not all the way up, but not bad. I do believe these are like glued on to the shoulders somewhere. Yeah, it seems like they're glued. Yeah, here we go. There's a little tab or where it hooks in or something right in there. I don't know if y'all can see that there, that little yellow tab, but that's interesting. So it must be glued. Okay, so you can kind of see there. It's kind of like plugged in or glued down. So I won't mess with that too much. But got some, not a whole lot of butterfly joint, but it is there. Not not a whole lot, but and then we got some bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbows that are a little stiff at the moment, but you can get that forearm to touch that bicep no problem. Horizontal hinge here on the left hand and the right hand. Would have been cool to get some vertical hinges, personally, in my opinion. We do have some ab crunch here. Get way far forward, pretty typical for Marvel Legends, and then get it pretty little bit back, not as far forward. The way that the sculpt looks, it's very, that just looks so good, man. But getting out the legs here, he can get, well, we can get a full split, trying to keep the claws out the way. Full split, no problem here. So that's pretty sweet. A little bit of kickback, not a whole lot. He can kick right out in front of him. Double jointed pinless knee, so you can get that. You can get the calf to touch the hamstring, no problem. And also, I could get even more articulation if I wanted to. You can get that top part of the knee to articulate as well. Feet go down pretty far, fair amount, and they go up a tiny bit as well. They go up a little bit more than the Deadpool version. We do have thigh swivel in here, which I am a huge advocate and fan of. Hashtag bring back thigh swivel in the Black Series. I don't know why you would take articulation away from an action figure. That's beyond me, but it looks really good. The way they line it up with the sculpt, the paint is super clean. Pretty cool costume. It's not my favorite costume. There's some inspiration from the tiger stripe kind of you can see right here, but definitely not my favorite costume by any means. The tiger stripe will always be my favorite, and the brown and tan goes hard as well. But this is still a pretty badass looking figure, man. Really badass. But let's get a closer look real quick. I want to show you like a closer look at all the sculpting and stuff. You really just see all the texture on his suit here. Just an absurd amount of detail. Very clean paint here on the belt. The blues look, just again, like I said earlier, the blues and the yellows, the blue and the yellow on here is just super saturated, very bright and vibrant. This figure is, man, the sculpt on this is incredible. Look at all that texture. I love the way it feels too. Look at the gloves and the claws. Super clean paint, man. Eyes are very nicely done. A little bit of scruff here on the chin. Again, really cool suit design. It's just not my favorite. Definitely badass. There's no doubt about that. Look at this super deep lunging pose. You're only going to be able to achieve this kind of balance and position without like a stand or anything or like sticky tack with thigh swivel, man. Thigh swivel makes such a big difference when it comes to posing, man. Really helps just like balance the center of gravity on a figure. And this just looks absolutely epic, man. So mean looking. Y'all, these Deadpool Wolverine figures, both of them have just absolutely been so much fun to mess around with, man. I have had a lot of fun with both of these figures, and I've said it in both the reviews. I enjoyed that movie so fucking much, man. There was so much homage paid to the original like 2000s Marvel and X-Men cinema movie. Like it's so cool to get those callbacks and just kind of relive that nostalgia of it. But once again, man, I recommend this figure just like I do the Deadpool figure. And it's not just because I love both the characters. These are both genuinely really good figures. They both move so well. Really buttery smooth articulation. This Wolverine, I will say, was a little bit stiffer getting out of the box, but once I started playing with it and posing it around, everything started loosening up and moved around really nicely. The paint on these figures is awesome. The sculpting is incredible. A lot of texture and detail. The paint apps and hits on these are just they didn't really miss anything, man. It's also everything's super clean, even the tiny little hits of red or black, whatever. Especially on Deadpool, there's a lot of like hits of gold and accents of black on that figure that just really it very precise and cleanly done. But I feel like that both of these figures were just executed so well. They are definitive representations for the costumes and these interpretations of the characters from Deadpool and Wolverine. This part of the universe, you know. But man, both of these figures look just absolutely fantastic. I'm super stoked to have some representation. I'm super stoked to have some representation for both of these characters and that movie on my shelf. So every time I'm sitting in here doing a live stream review and I see where I just come in here and sit and just look at all my figures, just get my mind off of bullshit from the day and life or whatever, and I'm gonna look at those figures and be like, damn, I kind of want to watch Deadpool and Wolverine again. But something actually feels a little bit off here. Let's fix this real quick. Something seems a little bit off. Let's do this. Let's move these down. Let's do something like this here. Actually, let's do this. Look at that. Make sure they don't fall. All right, that's the way. That's how you end a review right here, ladies and gentlemen. Man, these are awesome looking figures. These look fantastic. This is the one Wolverine that I'm going to have unmasked without his cowl on. I can't get over this Hugh Jackman likeness. It looks incredible. But I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you did, consider hitting that like button. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe. I mostly cover Star Wars, the Black Series. That is my bread and butter here on my channel, but I cover, as you can see, other lines like Marvel Legends, NECA, Nanmu, SH Figure Arts, whatever action figures or IPs, characters that I'm interested, have passion for, want to relive that nostalgia for, or just anything that I find cool and want to share my thoughts and opinions on with y'all and help y'all empty y'all's wallet a little bit as well. Like I said, leave a like and subscribe. I'd super appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you're having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.